All right, welcome back everybody. It's Ken at the Hay Bay Resort again, and I'm just going inside of the Welcome Center and Maintenance Building. It's about 8:30 in the morning, so I wanted to get out here before the construction team got in place. But like I was telling everybody, the Welcome Center and the convenience store are going to be opening up at the end of June, so in about 2 months from now. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour and show you what you can expect. And obviously this video should be of particular interest to people in the community that are going to be able to use these facilities.
Hi, my name is Ken Dunn, and I am the lead developer and the mastermind behind the Cottage Dream Vacations business. At Cottage Dream Vacations, we're building a brand of luxury hotels and resorts right across Canada and maybe even other parts of the world. In this video series, I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm going to introduce you to the key players that are going to run the resorts. I'm going to help you to understand how I find these properties, how I raise the money for these properties, how I pick the teams that are going to build the resorts for us, and most importantly, how I get to enjoy the properties when they're done. Hey, if you're interested in vacationing at luxury properties, or if you're a real estate developer that wants to get into developing projects like this yourself, then come on this video journey with me and let's learn this stuff together.
Right now I'm standing inside of the Welcome Center. Let me just back up here a bit again in a second and you'll see. And they're finishing all the installation today. They've done all the wiring for inside of the property. They've got all the maintenance systems in here, but it's turning out to be really cool. So you walk into the Welcome Center and the desks will be here. This will be guests will be setting in. There'll be a desk over here that one of our staff members will sit at. And like I was telling everybody, the most important part of this project, we did a meeting back at the end of 2023 when we first started inside of the church. And we had over 250 local people that live out here that showed up at this meeting. And the number one thing they all said is don't get rid of the church. Do something with the church. The church has been here. It's 150 years old and it's been sitting on this property for almost 100 years. Now, it's not a heritage building, but we wanted to do everything we could to maintain it. So let me just walk you through. So when somebody comes into the Welcome Center, if there's a bit of a crowd and they want to grab a drink, they can head right in here through this side door into the convenience store. And this is the church in the convenience store. We're leaving the stained glass on the front. So people in the community will literally come in this door right here into the convenience store. The cash register will be sitting here, and then you can picture, I'll flash up on the screen right now the artist rendering so you can see what it's going to look like. New ventilation systems have all been installed, heating and air conditioning. They're getting everything ready. They're leaving the stained glass windows on the sides. They're even going to leave this window on this side going into the Welcome Center. And then this is the part I was telling you about. So we have an AGCO application in right now. That's the Alcohol Gaming Control of Ontario, and this is where you're going to be able to pick up your beer, coolers, and wine. It's a beautiful size cooler that comes in here, and you can see how it's all set up. It's really great, and our construction management team is on track to have all this done in the time frame we're talking about by the end of June. So it's all coming together beautifully. And then if we look in here, I'll take you back on the tour. So come back in here. Now this will be a closed door. This won't be open to the public, but here's what you're going to see behind the scenes. We go back in this room, and this room is washroom facilities for staff. This is where we're going to load the fridge from. Obviously, it all sits in there. And then if we come back here, this is a staff room, supply room, and there's all the equipment for inside of here. And then we go back into the corner. All the deliveries are going to be received. A truck will be able to back up here. This is a door. And then this is the bonded storage over in the corner here. So everything is going to be secured. And of course, all of the systems are inside here. So it's really exciting that it's all coming together. We weren't sure how we were going to open this, but we decided to use this phased approach to open the place because we really loved the fact that we could actually get the convenience store and the Welcome Center open before the summer. Now, this is a beautiful area out here in Hay Bay. If you've not been out here before, I'd encourage you to make it part of your summer plans to come on a little drive down here. There's about 500 permanent residents out here at the end. And then, if everybody has their friends and family coming over the weekend or over the summer, it's just amazing. We've got our representatives from Capito Construction here. And we like the idea of having the convenience store open before the summer. There's a couple things, you know, every good situation, you're going to have challenges that you're going to deal with. And the people that live out here love living out here. It's a beautiful area. It's got a country setting to it, but it's only 15, 20 minutes from the town. But it creates challenges for people, because if somebody comes home from work at the end of the day and they pick up some groceries, then they forget something, now they'll be able to come to the convenience store. What they have to do now is, if they want to go to a grocery store, they got to drive 20 to 25 minutes into town and then 20 to 25 minutes back out. Now they're going to be able to come here. This is going to be a full service convenience store for the community that sells everything. It's going to be a full market. We're going to have meats, we're going to have dairy, we're going to have vegetables, all the creature comforts, pop, chips, the alcohol, everything you would expect. And I can't wait to see this church when it's finished. I'll flash up the artist rendering again. It's so freaking cool. And then, of course, the maintenance building is pretty well finished, so we're using it for storage now. The restaurant is right there. They're working on that. And of course, you can see some guys working on the outside of the building over there. Everything is freaking amazing how it's coming together. I'm really excited about the project and where we're going with it. If anybody has any questions about the project or what we're doing, ask the questions in the chat here. I've heard all the negative people say that the project is bankrupt, it's not happening, the project is going under. I mean, you hear it all, and it's definitely not the case. We're in great shape with everything that's happening. And yeah, I'm excited about where we're going with this. So that's our little update for today. We're continuing on with the project. If you have any questions, ask the questions in the chat, and we'll talk to you soon.